Welcome to Al Mazrah. Explore, secure intel, and loot to gain access to new missions. Enemy threat is high, so expect contact. Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate near your location. Intel located a weapons case in the area. We're tracking it on your TAC map now. Be advised a heavily armored target is guarding it, so expect contact. Ultra One, activity has increased in the area. Keep your eyes open. Ultra One, enemy threat appears low in this area. Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate in the AO. UAV in the area. Ultra One, be advised. Threat level is high in this AO. Expect contact. You've got hostile reinforcements incoming.
Banter deployed!
Ultra One, activity is increasing near your location. Ultra One, an operator is near your location and requesting medical. Ultra One, an operator is requesting medical near your location. Battery depleted for Sentry. Ultra One, be advised, enemy threat is high in the AO. Shows an enemy team with high-value loot in the area. I need you to secure it. Target location is on your TAC map.
How did that happen? Okay.
ما في مشكلة هون.
Ultra One, you're out of time. The contract has been pulled. Ultra One, be advised, that's safe. Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming. Ultra One, the safe is open. Secure all contents. Ultra One, we're seeing increased activity in the area. Stay sharp. Ultra One, be advised, winds are picking up. Move to an extraction point.
Thanks, Salty Dog. I appreciate it, bro. These bots are gonna die.
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming. Actual. Winds are pushing radiation through the area. Advise moving to extraction when able.
Depends on what you're trying to do. But, do you play solos a lot, or? I've played more solos recently than I have. It helps if you've got a decent group of friends, but... Yeah. Well, and they also will make dumb choices, and you're like, okay, so now I have to try and save you because you were stupid. So it's either that or play with, play with people that you know and have at least some semblance of game trust with. But if you like the roulette game of autofill, then that's fine. And I don't mind doing that. I don't know. I feel like I'm more successful just from a loot perspective, just doing it myself and engage opportunistically rather than I'm gonna go kill everybody, which there's some people that have that attitude. And you tend to die a lot if that's how you play. So, I mean, nothing wrong with it, but so what level are you? Are you like how new to DMZ are you? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the whole progression thing I really, really like. I mean, I'm almost done with everything. I've got a couple of random things to finish, but what game did you play before that you liked and played a lot?
Ultra One, extraction is inbound at this time.
Ultra One, this is Dino 4, inbound for extraction. Radiation's coming in hot. Be ready to move.
Black Ops 4? Right on. Definitely a different game style. Yeah, I loved Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. I always complained to my brother that Call of Duty was
Ultra
just
One,
like,
Dino
didn't use
4,
any vehicles.
we're standing by. Get to the extraction point now.
Since they've updated it to where you can.
Dino 4 to actual. All objectives and personnel secure. We're
Fairly
RTV
cool.
at this time.
Obviously, it has its restrictions, but as a solo, though, if you can find disguises, highly recommend that because the bots, despite this end game, if you get a disguise, though, you can essentially kind of run around mostly unnoticed by the bots, as long as you don't
Be
linger.
advised, radiation is incoming. We're moving to the final extract point now. This is your last ride out.
And, yeah, they do have aimbots, but if you get a disguise on, then you can run around as a solo and not get molested by bots that as much, nearly. It also helps when you're actually trying to do specific missions. In fact, later on, you'll find
we have visual on the
there's
LZ. Keep it clear.
a couple of missions that require you to get a disguise. But, yeah. If you can get a disguise, though, put it on when you're dealing with as a solo, then really all you have to worry about is the other operators, which...
Dino 4 is at the extract point. Be advised, we can't stay here long.
Also, you need to realize, too, as a new person that where you spawn, people know where you spawn. So you need to be making good choices about, like, leaving that area and moving to another area that's less noticeable. You probably haven't gotten to the point where you can craft specialty vests yet, but once you do, the stealth vest is OP because you don't show up on UAVs or advanced UAVs or the UAV towers. And then, like, I've got this guy up to a 10 Exfil streak, so I've got a bunch of perks on. So Ghost, I'm undetectable by UAVs, portable radars, and heartbeat sensors, regardless of whether I'm wearing a stealth vest or not. But there's other benefits to, and essentially getting an Exfil streak means you did a mission, and then you Exfiled successfully. So once you do that, as you get up, if you can get up to level 10 like I am on this guy, I mean, it's pretty freaking OP. Your dog tag's worth 50K, so you have to be careful because all these perks do have their advantages. Cold-blooded is really good. I think one of my favorites besides Cold-blooded and Ghost is this quick fix one. So if somebody has got a Claymore or a Proxmine down and they're an enemy, you can actually see their stuff through the walls. It kind of marks them from a few feet away, but also it gives you a prompt to be able to hack them. So you could actually turn their object, their Proxmine or Claymore, you could actually hack it so it will become yours, which is very nice. And actually, I don't know if it's that one or if it's something else. Actually, I think it's the spotter one, excuse me, is the one I was thinking of. So you see there it says hack enemy claymores, proximity mines, C4, and trophy systems. So you can see them, other people's explosives, or other people's stuff that they've put down, and then you can actually hack it. It'll prompt you to hack that. So it's very, very useful if you're trying to push a building or defend a building, because people put down prox mines fairly frequently. But yeah. Hang on, I'll be right back. Just got to mute you, or mute myself. Sorry about that. Yeah, I kind of stick to Al Mazrah. It's my favorite map. It's just big. Oh, and the other thing is you'll get used to kind of which guns you want. As a solo, it's usually a pretty good idea to run around with a very juiced up SMG like I've got, or to get a pistol. Because when in doubt, jump in the water. And with the pistol, you can actually shoot people in the water, under the water. So that's another thing that's important. So you'll also be able to unlock your wallet. Like I've got $1 million wallet unlocked, so I already have $1 million, and I've got 58K on this guy, so, or 53K, one of the two. And you can either like drop it when you first drop in so that you don't get hunt squatted, because people will get a hunt squad, and you get hunt squatted for two reasons. Usually it's either you've been killing other operators, or you have enough loot, like enough money that marks you as a target. So alternatively, what you can do is go buy stuff. So you can get to a buy station real quick. You can buy, my standard purchase is two ammo boxes and then all the plates I can carry. But if I have not enough money like I've got now, I'll go buy kill streaks, like multiple kill streaks, because that'll spend like $9,000 to $22,000 at a pop. So it can just lower your loot cache that you're carrying in the raid, make it so you're not so vulnerable to getting unsquatted. And right now I'm in prox chat, so people can hear me talking. So if I go quiet, it's because I think there's people around me, or sometimes I mute myself using my controller. But hopefully that helps. But definitely do disguises if you can find them. Put them on. It may take a little getting used to because it does kind of dim your screen a little bit, but they're worth it. Can also make you seem like there's more than one player with you if you take it on and put it off, you know, because it actually does change the way you look. They'll still be able to see your medium or large bag, but...
Welcome to Al Mazrah. Exploring, looting, and securing intel will open access to missions and targets. Expect resistance from local forces and watch for other operators in the AO.
Oh, the other thing I was going to say is spotter scopes. If you use a spotter scope, it's very OP because you can see people from really far away.
Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate in the AO. Ultra One, activity has increased in the area. Keep your eyes open.
Moving here! Moving! Moving here!
Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate near your location. Ultra One, activity is increasing near your location. Stay alert.
Freaking talking this whole time and I'm muted. Sorry about that. So, the reason those boats, that I know those are there, is because you do missions to go to them, but also because during the Halloween event, there was a UFO event over there, and well, I've been yapping. You couldn't hear me because I was muted. Anyway, there was a UFO event over there, and so it caused a gravity well, so you could actually go down in and basically be by the boats. And the boats would be seen out of water, but you'd actually be on the base. Yeah.
Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate in the AO. Ultra One, we're seeing increased activity in the area. Stay sharp. Ultra One, be advised, an operator in your area needs medical. Ultra One, actual. Enemy UAV is in the airspace.
Sorry about that. My son-in-law got pulled over just in front of my house, or at my house, for a bogus reason. It's kind of dumb. What's going on with all these police?
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming.
This is really weird. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely one you need to get, dude.
Ultra One, activity has increased in the area. Keep your eyes open.
Yeah, that's not necessarily an uncommon thing, bro. Not to be gifted it, but to lose it right away. Especially if you don't know how to play very well. Understand that, bro. I mean, for you starting out, it's probably not a bad idea
requesting medical near your location.
Because that way, you know, people can kind of show you the ropes.
Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate near your location.
It's not the easiest for sure, so. Oh, nice. Very cool. Yeah, I appreciate you tuning in, and obviously it's tomorrow for you already, which, you know, I get that. And it looks like final's going to be at airport. So the way you know where final is if you take the center of the chem zone, and then you draw a line from that through the last regular Exfil, that's going to show you where final's going to be at. So final's going to actually end up being here. So that way you know kind of what's going on a little bit better. And so that's the other thing that, especially as a solo, you want to do is kind of go where they ain't. Unless you got it, like I say, unless you got a good team or you're skilled enough to where you can actually fight people by yourself. I'm decent, but I still err on the side of, you know, ninja-like avoidance, hence the name. Like when I was a kid, one of the games I used to play as a, you know, 10, 12, 13, 14-year-old, is I used to actually go around my neighborhood at night and just kind of sneak around the neighborhood like I was a cat burglar, but not with really any ill intent. I just was trying to go around the neighborhood without being seen. And I thought that was fun, so that kind of informs my play style. Yeah, well, you will. I don't think I have everything unlocked, but I've got most everything unlocked. Not everything, but anyway. The other thing is kind of like I'm doing here, don't be afraid to double back. Because a lot of people will assume that you're going one way, but if you go
Ultra One,
kind of double
enemy
back
threat
on
is
yourself,
moderate in the AO.
then they don't expect that. For me, my favorite AR is currently the M4. And I use anti-armor rounds on it because you can shoot through walls. You can also really shred plate carriers from other players. And it really wrecks vehicles pretty well. So somebody's coming at you with a
Actual to Ultra One, winds are picking up in the
vehicle,
AO. Advise you get to extraction
helicopter
before
or
radiation
otherwise,
moves in.
you can shred through that. Yeah, and the 60 rounder is kind of needed. You have to have that, really. My opinion too about the SMG, the one I'm currently using is probably the best one, the Bass P. And just got a 50 round clip on it, so more magazine if you're a purist. The other thing is there's going to be some unlocks that you can do. And you're going to want to do those. Yeah, I understand that. You're also going to want to, I don't know if you, I think you have it off the rip. But you can buy an Exfil for 50,000, and then once you level up a certain amount, then you can get a discount on it. So I can buy an Exfil, a personal Exfil for myself, for 37,500. So that's useful, especially as a solo. Because then you can actually get out of the map without being interrupted. And you can typically buy those at any buy station, like the one that I started at. You can buy that, and then you just have your own private Exfil. So nobody can see it until the helicopter's coming. You can't call it anywhere. That would be awesome if you could. But it'll when you buy it like it did on the island on my last raid, where I bought it at that particular buy station, it puts it behind the island. If I would have bought it over at this one,
buy station here,
the Exfil would have popped right here. So it pops at certain locations, but I would love it if it lets you call it in with smoke. You know, so you could basically have it come in. But one of the other things that you can do is I have a perk that I earned that's basically a fast Exfil arrival. So in other words, normally you have to wait about 55 seconds, give or take. So from the time you call in an Exfil chopper, and this would be at a personal or otherwise at a regular Exfil. So people have almost a full minute to be able to get over to you, to mess with you. But this perk that I unlocked, the helicopter lands in 30 seconds. So it's a quick arrival, and it is totally worth working towards, because when you have that, you can save yourself a lot of heartburn. Yes, it's hard to wait for sure. So yeah, you'll see. I'm going to call in over here. In fact, I think I'm going to do this contract real quick, just to get a contract done. Not that I need one. Really,
Ultra One, actual. Radiation is spreading through the area. Advise moving to an extract point. Ultra One, supply boxes are located on your TAC map. Get them secure before the enemy can. secured a supply box. Move to the next DZ when able.
One of the other things you gotta get to where you do is to just not panic.
Ultra One, all supply boxes
Easier
secure.
said than
Solid
done,
work.
of course, but some people make
Ultra
really
One, you're on an Exfil streak.
dumb
Stay
decisions
safe.
when they're panicking, which is understandable. But
Ultra One, an enemy squad is after your loot cache. They're tracking your location. Expect contact.
the reason why a personal exfil is sorely needed. So this will have come and picked me up.
Ultra One, extraction is inbound at this time.
Unless they
Ultra
have a
One, Dino
helicopter.
4 is inbound for extraction. We're racing radiation. It's going to be close.
I'm probably the only one besides the guys that have been killing everybody that's left on the map. I don't think they have a helicopter.
Ultra One, Dino 4, we're standing by. Get to the extraction. All Ultras Oscar. Dino 4 is RTB.
Anyway, definitely one of the reasons why you're going to
UAV is on
want to
station. Recon online.
have the fast exfil arrival time. Totally worth it. Yep. Pain-free exfil for sure. Alright, let's see what other missions are new here. Well, again, you just want to take your time and don't get too caught up. But the upgrades I was talking about, if you go to, so I'm in missions right here, right? If you go to upgrades, and then you've got these stash upgrades you can do, you're going to definitely want to do these. And there's stages, so you got all these stages to work through where you have to gather things and exfil with them or extract with them. And so you got to unlock your wallet. And if you just go around the map, again, highly recommend you wear a disguise. And if you do that, then it's a lot easier to gather this stuff. No. The 100K is a cumulative thing, so yeah. So this is just to expand your wallet beyond 100K. So if you just continue to, you're just going to want to exfil with as much money as you can in a given raid. And really the best way to do that is to do the destroy supplies, because then it reveals the safes. The problem is you're going to want to do that. My favorite place to do it is at Al Bagra, at Fortress. Because you can do it as long as you do it with a disguise on relatively easily. But anyway, then there's weapon unlocks as well, which are very helpful. You're going to want to unlock your, I think you get your first insured slot, but you can actually make it so that the cooldown time is less. So my first insured slot, I've got that down to 15 minutes. And then my second, I've got that down to, what is it? I can't remember what the amount of time is, but. So you have 3 insured slots, which I've unlocked all of them. And I've also reduced the insured slot cooldown time as much as I can. Then there's the bounty board. You can see here I just need to kill the what's his face? I can't remember his name. He's the guy in Building 21. You have to kill him a couple times, or at least once. He's the guy with the RGL. So if you kill him, there's 2 stages to that. But the personal exfils, you have to kill the commander helo, and then you can actually increase the discount that you get on those. So instead of 50K, it reduces it by 10%, 10%, and then 5%. Now, this is just part of the, if you go into the missions section where I am, and then if you go to upgrades, then you go to the weapons locker and then the bounty board. This is something they added late in season 3 or 4, I can't remember. But it just gave people more things to do, so, and more items to earn. So, like here's the barter for the stealth plate. You have to kill the sniper, which is in Koshi Complex. And then you can get a discount on different items at the workbench, like if you're modifying a weapon. Yeah, but there's different guys you can kill accordingly. And then there's equipment unlocks you can do. And then this last one is the communication station one. This is the one where you can earn the fast exfil arrival time. And this one's hard because in order to get it, you have to extract $100,000 in cash in one exfil, but you have to do it on the final exfil chopper, and you have to do that 10 times. So the easiest place I've found to do that is actually in Vondel, despite the bots being a pain in the butt. But another way to do it, yeah. I mean, if you go through this little section here and just kind of look at it, these are all things that you can earn by doing specialty challenges, or like here, you know, dead drop 10 armor plate carriers, dead drop 6, you know, 3 plate carriers, and then dead drop 6 self revives. There's another one in here. I'm trying to find it. I think it's under equipment. Here we go. So if you dead drop 40 self revives at a dead drop, then when you are going in a solo deployment, if you don't have a skin that has a self revive equipped on it already, it will give you a self revive. So that's also very useful. I have a skin that I earned that has a self revive. That's the one I'm currently using. But my other 2 operators, I'd have to, you know, if I go in solo, then this perk gives me a self revive, which is very nice. Otherwise, you have to find one or buy one. So there's also another thing you can do is if you go into Koshi Complex, which again is not for the faint of heart, you're going to die in there unless you know what you're doing or you go with somebody who knows what they're doing. And maybe what I'll do is on the next Exfil, I'll show you that. But essentially, you can go in there and then you can put a liquor bottle in the dead drop and it gives you this folder with a number on it. And the higher the number is, you can sell that at the buy station. And I've sold that and it's given me up to almost $230,000 in cash. So it's very useful to go into Koshi Complex for that alone from a perspective. But the other thing you can do is you could actually take that amount of money and just buy a whole bunch of self revives because they're typically about $7,500. And you could go in there, buy a bunch of self revives, and dead drop them at the Koshi Complex dead drop, and essentially get this perk pretty quickly. But again, part of the challenge is knowing how to do stuff in Koshi. So you just kind of have to learn where you're going and how to get around in there. But so maybe on the next round, what I'll do is I'll exfil through Koshi so you can see how that works if you want me to. But it's not really a storage system. It's more of a, it's just a, you could dead drop cash too, and it'll actually make it so that you get your insured weapons back sooner. So it's basically like a dumpster. You can put items in there, and then there's some missions that you do that there's something in a particular dead drop you've got to go and pick it up, and then go, like maybe it's a tracker, or maybe it's infrared flares that you need to grab. And you need to go to a particular dead drop and grab them, and then you have to go and actually place those at particular spots on the map. And that would be on any of the maps, whether that be Ashika or Al Mazrah. Anyway, so as you progress through the missions, it's going to have you go through, and it's going to send you to different places. Yeah, so if you basically have to get money if you are trying, you know, that's the other thing too is if you have a medium bag at least, you can actually bring a weapon. You can bring out you could bring in one weapon and then bring out 2 more. And then you could put those in your stash. And then you could go in again with one weapon only, and then you could come out again with two more weapons. So you can build up your stash so you have weapons. But I mean, it just takes some work, you know. Again, it's, for me, I like the game because there's PvP, but there's also these tasks that you do. Yeah, you can go in naked, but that's a good way to die as long as you, I mean, do you use, what's your lethal that you prefer to use? Do you use knives? Because I mean, here's the loadout I'm been currently going in with the whole time. So I'll show you. So I've got these two juiced out snipers, and that's for my first and third slots, and then I have my M4 as my second slot. And you can see here I've got up to 55 weapons that I can put in my contraband stash, but I haven't been like filling it up again. I need to, really. But anyway. Yeah, smokes are okay. You might want to start using a spotter scope because you can look around and actually see where people are with that, and it will actually call them out. So I use dead silence too because for 15 seconds it lets you run where there's absolutely no footsteps. Well, I mean, you can once you get the unlocks. I'm assuming. Do you go to high rise a lot to get the TAC 56 that's there with a suppressor on it? Because that's a place you can go. That's a good weapon, actually. Whoop! Didn't mean to do that. But the other thing too is, oops. You can get keys. So this is your mission items, and you have to actually get this to where you've upgraded it, so you can hold as many as I can. But these are different items you have to gather and then use them later on. So, but you can actually get keys as well and exfil with them. And some of the keys are better than others. You know, if you have a chemical storage key, that's a good one. That's got decent loot in it. I've got way too many L2 keys, but those are for Koshi. Probably should delete some of these actually, because I don't need them. Really shouldn't have more than that. Skeleton keys are good. Anyway, I'll go ahead and infill, but I just figured it'd be worth kind of talking to you about some of the items here so that you can kind of get a feel for that. No problem, dude. Happy to help. Again, thanks for subbing. You know, I don't do this for money or anything. I just stream for fun. So, also my buddies can see when I'm playing too, so they can jump in with me. And you know, I play with some. Sometimes I play with people that are from my stream. So, you know. Again, I'm not like a big streamer. I just do it for fun. And I'm on a PlayStation 5, so. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh. Warzone's alright. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of it's a game mode where if you're on Adderall, it helps. you know. And I don't want to concentrate that hard, to be honest. Plus, I'm an old guy, so I'm 51, so I do like the whole completionist, things, but I do it for fun. Yep. Well, some people come play DMZ because they're a different kind of player that plays DMZ, and they can roll over people. So, and that happens. I've been killed plenty of times.
Welcome to Al Mazrah.
I'll show you the sniper that I'm going to show you the TAC 56 that I was talking about. So there's a spawn that spawns right here. And they're currently running towards the building that's right there to the buy station.
Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate near your location.
I call that the hot buy because they rush it immediately like that. So.
Ultra One, be advised, enemy UAV is orbiting the area. Ultra One, actual. Hack contract phones to reroute cash deposits.
So if you come up here on this side, it's just underneath the stairs here. So there's a TAC 56 here every round, and it's a fully juiced one. So it's a good one to pick up. There's also this sniper here, which is not a great sniper, but it's better than having nothing. So I would recommend you grab those.
Geiger search contract here!
Ultra One, be advised, phone signals are unstable. Secure those exploits before they go dark. Ultra One, contract phone hacked. Secure your next target. That target was El Toreador of the Las Almas cartel. There was was a bounty contract out for him. You just secured it. Ultra One, be advised, hacks are only available while phone signals are online. Get moving. Actual to Ultra One. ISR confirms the warlord Al-Nar, codenamed Pyro, is near your location. He has a contract on his head. Take it if you want it. Ultra One, hacks online. Exploit another contract phone. Ultra One, locate available contracts to exploit before they go dark. Ultra One, actual. All contract phones exploited. Rerouting cash deposits. Ultra One, you're on an Exfil streak. Watch your six. They're all gunning for you now.
Alright, I'm gonna... I did that. I'm gonna go ahead and head north so I can show you the Exfil. Through Koshi. So you can see what that looks like. A little different. Should be able to get most of the way there in the water though.
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming. Ultra One, actual. An enemy squad is after your loot cache. Your location is compromised. Ultra One, you have enemy operators incoming. Prepare for contact. Ultra One, we're seeing increased activity in the area. Stay sharp.
Well, that was close. They almost caught me. But they were too slow. They were just too slow for me. Haha. It was very close. Alright, so here is Koshi. This is my favorite entrance to go into because you go through the water. But you do have to make sure you have a scuba mask if you're going to go the way I'm going to go. That's why I went and grabbed one real quick.
Ultra One, we've lost signal on your location.
Because in this area, you can, this first area, you can Sometimes there are other teams down here, but this time I don't think there are, because I went in so early. And when you come in this section, you're looking for this key here. And it's called the Barracks Exit Key A. And when you get it, there's a back way to go into the buy station that I'm going to show you here in a second. And you'll see why you need the scuba mask in a minute as well. You can also re-gear in here, which I do plenty of times. But this section, you can come up to the top in any room. And this particular section where I'm at for now. And there's 3 places where you can find this first key. The one place is right over here.
Moving here.
The other place is where I found it on that bed right there.
Moving.
And then the last place it will spawn is in this room here, right behind here, like right
Moving
there.
Here.
So those are the 3 spots where this key will actually spawn. And you can get night vision goggles. I'm not going to need them this time because I'm not going to go into the dark area, but if you do go into the dark area, you're probably going to want to grab night vision goggles. So right now what I'm looking for is a bottle of liquor. This is what's going to get me that extra money that I was talking about. And I've got 50K, so I don't really need more than that, but I just want to show you how you can buy the other stuff. Now this next section, you have to kill 3 bots in here. So you'll see how I do it. I mean, typically, one of them might see you here, but you come around here. One more. And don't forget to loot this box back here. The other thing is, if you take a look at this, then the lab code book and a beta board, if you dead drop those 2 items, then it will open up the specialty buy, which I'll show you here shortly. But you do want to make sure that you see these tripwires. They're electronic. And if you go through them, then that C4 right there.
Found some armor. Found some armor.
Right there.
Got some good loot here.
Anyway, there's C4 there. I'm going to disarm this in a second. So you just come here and disable the trap. Because if you trigger those wires, that C4 is going to blow up and it will down you immediately. So. And then once you've disarmed one of them, you can just come around the other side of the other ones. You don't have to disable it, but I usually just do for funsies. And if you don't have Semtex like I picked up, what you can do is pick up one of the C4s. And you want to blow this wall here. And when you do that, it opens up a section that if you go into, if you don't have a scuba mask in here, you can go in, but you run out of air pretty quick. So you definitely want to get a scuba mask so you can go into this section. And what we're looking for in this section is the barrack exit key B. And there's different rooms that you can go into and see it. You'll see how I do it here in just a sec. You come in here, and you'll get used to swimming in here. Check here. loot options. Before you had to go into this room with no scuba mask. You had to have a rebreather, which made it harder. Or you could go in here if you were daring enough without a scuba or rebreather, which I've done before, but you have to basically come in, go to the room, check it, and then go back out and breathe. So it was a little hairy, obviously. So now it's not so bad because you can have a scuba mask where you can breathe. The other thing is, this is in this area you'll see this heated madness optic. It's a specific gun skin that you can unlock, but the only way to unlock it is to come in here in the different sections of Koshi and unlock it that way. So we've checked 4 rooms so far. Typically the key will glow blue. And there's certainly different items you can grab, but of course it's going to be in the last room. So here's the key that I'm looking for. Yeah. If you find it, and you might want to bring 2 with you, just as you're looking around. Sometimes it takes longer than you think, and having 2 of them is not a bad idea. When I play solo, I always try to have 1 scuba and an extra, just because you never know how long you might have to be underwater when you're being chased by somebody. I always come and check this desk because sometimes there's a key in here. Oh, look at that. We got liquor. So we grab that, and then we're going to go to the buy station here in a minute. And the way to get to the back door, so in this section, the hallway you can come up and breathe, but if you go in any of the side rooms, you can't breathe. So just keep that in mind. But you come in this door here and go to the left after you enter it. And then you're going to go right. There's other places you can loot here. And then you go right again. And then you check this desk. And sometimes there's an L2 key, which is a restricted section that makes it easier for you to exfil, even though there's bots there. But those 2 keys that I gathered open this back door, essentially, so you can go to the buy station without having to go through the dark zone. Now, certainly you can go to the dark zone, but I prefer to just come this way. There's also these specialty items that are part of those mission upgrades that I was talking about, like acetone, where you have to dead drop a certain number of those. There's a bunch of that kind of stuff in Koshi, so you can become more familiar with Koshi by coming in here a decent amount, then you'll be able to get those upgrades done faster, which is good. Yeah, and when you unlock the barter, you can come in here to get a stealth vest, and all you need is chlorine and 1 black server tape out of Alpha Cluster. I'm not going to show you that tonight, but you could also barter for a 2-plate tempered. Basically, it's the same as a 3-plate, but it only takes 2 plates to fill it. So I'll just show you that. You have to unlock the barter for it again, of course, but when I come in here, if I don't have a stealth plate already, I'll grab an acetic acid and then go and actually barter for a tempered plate. typically I run knives as my lethal, which is very helpful for killing bots quietly in here. And so you come in here to the buy station. Typically you can come in here and you got the regular buy station. And then if you were to collect these items, again, the lab code book and a beta board, you could unlock this one, which has got other specialty items that you can barter for and whatnot. So, what I'm going to do is, I'll just show you the barter for a tempered plate. But I'm going to, so that's the tempered 2 plate. I'm just going to dead drop that because I don't need it.
Just like dead drops.
And I have 2 things of liquor, so I'm going to just deposit both of them. And then he'll spit out this little envelope, which says 278 on it. That's a particular code. But if you stow this, you got to make sure you don't have anything else that's sellable in your inventory. But you come back here, and you go down to this, and it gives you the option to sell all. You can click to the next screen and sell this a bunch of times, or you can go to this sell all, and it'll sell it all at the maximum amount of times. So that just sold it and gave me about 50,000 by just selling that because he gave me that code. So that's another way that you can get a bunch of money.
Trial number 87. Just hold your fire. It's bad for business. You never know what lurks in the shadows around here.
Yeah, they're not really interested in helping you.
Your usual kid. The other one is a bit more high speed. Trial number 87. Oil 88. Hello? Is anyone out there? Trust me, Horson, you got the usual gear in there. New equipment from the other station.
What I'm gonna look for is an L2 key. If I can't find one, I'll buy one. You can buy them at that buy station. Good thing about the knives too is they're reusable, so if you're wrong, you can go pick them up. I'm just going to remember there's a lab code book in there, so if we find a beta board, I'll open up the specialty buy for you.
Ultra One, be advised, threats are moving. Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming.
So there's no L2 key in this area. I'm going to need to go buy one. Yep, it really does help you. The other thing you can do too is you can take these weapons and dead drop them. As you kill the bots in here, if you just come in here and dead drop them in here, then basically what it does is that also dead dropping weapons will decrease your cooldown time for your insured weapons. So that's another cool thing.
Ultra One, activity is increasing near your location. Stay
Here's
alert.
the L2 key. Again, it's 50K. If I had a beta board, which I don't really want to search around, I can get the L2 key for 25K if I open this up.
It's got the usual gear in there. New equipment in the other station.
What do you mean? Unlock the menus.
No fighting in the war room.
Oh, look at that. I've got a beta board. Okay, so I'm going to go unlock the specialty buy just so you can see what that's like. I don't think that's how that works, actually. Where did my knife go? Okay.
What did we find today?
So we'll just drop that. And then I'm going to go get the lab code book out of here. I've got plenty of time, dude. I've got 12 minutes. That's fine. So by red dropping these two items, and it does change each time. So
My station's unlocked.
this buy station is locked until you put the items that are on that list.
That's what I have for
And now you can see
new inventory is always
I can buy plates. I can buy ammo boxes for only $1,000 as opposed to $5,000 from the other one. And instead of $7,500 for self revives, I can get them for $5,000.
You'll fix this. You'll fix everything.
And then you can see there's the L2 key that I just bought for $50,000. I can buy that for $25,000. But the other thing you can buy is contraband weapons. You can buy a fully juiced M4 in here for $20K.
You'll fix this.
And it's tier 5 weapon, so you might need to make some modifications on it, but it's pretty good. And then the barter options. So
Of course.
you can get specialty items to barter with. You could make once you unlock the RGL barter, like if I had like it says there, it says lab code book, 2 sulfuric acids, and 2 red server tapes. And if you take those buy items and have those in your inventory, you can come here and barter for an RGL. You can also bring in a portable radar and then find 2 electrical components, and that is all you need to barter for an advanced UAV, which normally outside in Al Mazrah is like, it costs you frickin', I think it's, I don't know if it's 150K or if it's 75K. Anyway, it's a lot. And if you're into Kadachis, you can get the dual Kadachis for 2 toy knives and 2 gun cleaning kits. Anyway. So it's kind of cool. There's definitely different things that you can do in here. So now I'm going to go Exfil though, so I'm going to get out of here. And the way I'm going is kind of also a back way. If I was going to go and I wanted to kill the rhino and the sniper, this would be the way I go in. There's another way to get in there, like you can go in these doors here and then go in there, but I'm not going to do that. So this L2 key will unlock this door, and I'm going to just drop it because I don't need it. You can also get big bags in here too, like large bags. So.
Ultra One, there's increased enemy activity. Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming. Be advised, hostile activity is increasing in the area.
So there's some big bags. Goodbye. And then you just have to crouch because there's a tripwire there, obviously. Anyway, you can get a lot of stuff in here, so as you can see. The tour of Koshi Complex, at least in part. It's not a complete tour, but... Now, there's another tripwire here you can see. And you have to get back there in order to be able to disarm it, which you can crawl under that. Or you can go and you have to practice this. Some people will just slide through it, so they're on the other side of the wall, but I like to jump over it, because then I don't have to disarm it. And then this is the exfil you go through. Now, when I was down below, those other doors that were to my right as I came, before I came up the stairs up here, those would lead you into the room where the rhino and the sniper are. So if you wanted to, go kill them, I would not try it solo. It's pretty rough solo. That is how you get into and out of Koshi Complex. Yeah, hopefully that helps you, bro.
All Ultra, communications resecured.
And the other thing that's good about Koshi Complex is even if I hadn't done a mission in Almazra, I still get an extra credit. So in other words, it helps you with the exfil streak too, if you go through it. So there's a lot of people that will go into Koshi Complex, and when you're transitioning from one map to the other, if you, as soon as your screen goes blank to be able to transition from one map to the other, you can turn your game off or close the app on your console or your computer, and then essentially it lets you glitch out, but you keep all the stuff that you had. The reason I don't typically do that is because it also makes it so you can't get this progression screen. So you don't get credit for anything you did by doing that in the map. So I usually prefer to just come in here, and I've gotten it down to where I can go really fast, but I took my time, obviously, to just be able to kind of show you. So I can be essentially in and out of Koshi before the timer hits like 18 minutes, where I have 18 minutes left. Just because I can go through really fast. But anyway, that is the Koshi Complex for you. Very nice. And with that, yeah, it does keep you on your toes, but there's a bunch of good loot in there, so it's a good place to loot up as well. 3 plates, backpacks. And if you go in the dark zone, you just have to be super careful, just because they're mostly tier 3s in there. Not all of them, but I'm going to shut down the stream and go to bed because I got to work tomorrow. But thanks for jumping in, and hopefully you enjoy the little mini tour, at least in part, of Koshi and how to go through the back area to get to the buy station. It's very helpful. But yeah, you can throw me a like as well. That always helps. But hopefully that gives you a little bit of background on why Koshi is not someplace you want to avoid. Some people just don't like to go in there because they don't know what they're doing. But when you know what you're doing and you practice going in there, it makes it so that it's worth it. And again, if you find the liquor and get to the buy station, I think the most I've ever gotten was I left Koshi with 240K. And right there, you could go into Koshi and leave after you've done that little liquor deposit, sell the note icon thingy. And you could have unlocked your wallet in one round, honestly. So the higher the number that you get on that little folder that spits out after you put the liquor in, the more money you're going to get back. So if you get something in the 900s, then you're going to be like, yay, because you're going to get a lot of money back. But all right, bro. Well, I'm going to close it down. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in, the people watching. Hopefully it's been informative for you as well. And, if you want to sub, great. If you have already, fantastic. Thanks for doing that. And you can join Salty Dog and Koshi. Don't be afraid. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night. Sleep well. Or have a great day if you're starting your day like Salty Dog is in New Zealand. So catch you later.